Florida. Monday night, she's at the Kravis Center appearing. That's big. That's like the Madison Square Garden of Florida. Ann Coulter, how you doing?
Fantastic. How are you, Mark Simone? It's actually at noon on Monday. It's a lunch event.
Oh, okay. But actually, I think the Kravis Center would be that's like the Radio City Music Hall of Palm Beach.
Yes. Center for the Performing Arts. So there are plenty of tickets.
Wow. So that's a big deal. Monday night, Kravis Center. What will you be doing there?
Chit-chatting, taking questions, signing books.
Very good. Excellent idea. Hey, this Gerald Nadler.
You just get right into it. Yes, this Gerald Nadler.
Don't you think Democrats are saying to themselves, this is not a good image for us, this guy?
No, I know. I mean, Republicans have a lot of problems. But one problem that's kind of unique to Democrats is that it seems like their least attractive, and I don't mean just physically, I mean just the entire persona, the voice, the obnoxiousness, are the ones who are the pushiest about being in front of the cameras. And it's the same thing with Chuck Schumer. You can imagine, Pelosi thinking, "No, Chuck, we got this one. You don't need to leap out in front of the cameras here."
Yeah, you're right. But Schumer just seems boring, and you go to sleep. This Nadler there's something very creepy, very flesh crawling about this guy. But when you send 81 people these letters that you have to appear, but first of all, it's going to cost everybody a fortune. And maybe these people are just employees in an office. This is wrong, isn't it?
I haven't been paying attention since I think the country's over. But to this particular business, who were the letters sent to?
Oh, everybody that ever worked for Trump, from his secretary to his...
Oh, good. So they're not overreaching. Well, I will say, I do think this is really going to help Trump. I mean, I think Trump has really, really hurt himself by not keeping his promises. As you know, we now have more people surging across the border than at any point during the Obama administration. He signed this open borders bill. The numbers are very, very bad on that. On the other hand, he will be running against Democrats. And I used to think Democrats, they were too tough on themselves. They're always saying, we can always find a way to lose an election. No. Au contraire. They are calculating. They are sneaky. They are crafty. They figure out how to win elections. I mean, remember what they did. Sorry, just a quick example of it, to Torricelli when he was down in the polls in New Jersey. It was long past the time they could replace him. He was a senator from New Jersey. And the Democratic Party just said, nope, sorry, we're replacing him. And a New Jersey court, or I guess a federal court, said, okay, well, if you want to, even though it was long past the legal deadline. Not only that, Torricelli went to them and said, okay, I'm going to lose. You may replace me. I have only one requirement. You can't replace me with Frank Lautenberg. That was previously his fellow senator. Yeah. And they really, really hated one another. Democrats say, absolutely, sure, just sign on the dotted line here. Before the ink is dry, we've announced our new nominee. It's Frank Lautenberg.
Oh, another creepy politician, another real swamp character.
But usually meanwhile, we're the ones running, and, they have their good points, but if you don't win, you can't do anything in politics. We're the ones running the Todd Aikens and Christine O'Donnells and Richard Murdochs. So normally, I have to say, I think they're very crafty and sneaky at winning elections, and maybe this will end up being untrue. But I think this Trump derangement has driven the Democrats so crazy that they're going to lose a perfectly winnable presidential election in 2020. They're going to have too many crazies running, and they have so many crazies in their base. With all of this identity politics and the hatred of white men, and these endless investigations, they have ginned up their base to such a white-hot fever pitch on Russia and Trump, and we're going to impeach him. They kind of have to go through with these investigations. But, at the end of 2 years, Americans are going to think, much like I'm thinking about the Trump administration right now, hey, what did we get out of this? What did you guys accomplish here? And the answer will be, we held a lot of investigations.
Yeah, I think almost everybody in the country now realizes there's no Russia collusion. That was all a hoax.
Yes, well, I think most people not only realized it, but didn't care 5 minutes into it all. I mean, you have to think about normal people in politics, not people like us particularly, although I guess a little bit like us. How does any of this affect your life? What difference does it make? I mean, I have lots of friends who are political obsessives, and none of them will allow me to talk to them about Russia.
Yeah. I think the problem was they just kept yelling Russian collusion, and to most people, they can't even imagine what would that have been. What if there was collusion? What would it have been? Did they give Trump money? Did they? What did they do for him?
Oh no, it's very hilarious, and described one chapter describes what the big Russian collusion was in my book Resistance is Futile, and that is the Russians spent 0.0001% of all campaign spending on Facebook ads.
Yeah, but those
and that swung the election.
The Facebook ads were $100,000. Hillary was spending $1 million a month on Facebook.
Yes, precisely. And the other great thing about the Facebook ads and the social media accounts was my favorite one was they claimed that it was this Instagram account, Woke Blacks, haranguing African Americans not to vote for Hillary. What's she done for us? What have the Democrats done for us? They weren't particularly coming out for Trump, but they were just saying, don't vote for Hillary. They're just pimping out black people and then never give us anything. And there was article after article, an op-ed in the New York Times, and long discussions on MSNBC, taking this seriously, that the reason Hillary Clinton's black vote was down compared to Obama. Now, what do we know about Obama? Oh, yes, the first black president in U.S. history.
Yeah, they didn't realize it wasn't down. It was just...
Sure, it was the Woke Blacks Instagram account.
And it just spiked, obviously, in that election. What's happening with MSNBC? Every time I turn on the beginning of any show, they go, Gerald Nadler will be with us in a moment. Does anybody say, oh, good, he's riveting to listen to?
I hesitate to make fun of them for some of these things because I don't want them to stop.
And it's not the way he looks. Even on radio, he'd be painful to listen to.
Right. No, it's the whole package.
Yeah. So,
no, I think they think he's adorable. Talk to somebody in America sometime.
What about Hillary not running? Are you upset by that? I am. I want to see the coughing, the falling down, the passing out. I like that.
I kind of gathered she would not be running again, compared to a bunch of the ones who've thrown their names in. I was going to come on your show today and announce that while I'm not prepared to make any formal announcement, I am forming an exploratory committee to run as a Democrat.
Oh, I like that.
Heck, everybody else is doing it.
I think you should do that. Absolutely. Why not?
I guess about 2/3 of them are really running for vice president, like that ridiculous creature from Texas. What's his name?
Beto O'Rourke.
No. I think he might actually get the nomination. My money at the moment is on. It has been on Kamala even before she won the Senate seat.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Beto came along, and I just think he has that Obama magic. So those are my two. No, the Hispanic guy who was his brother in Clinton administration.
Yeah, Castro.
Yeah, so perfect.
You can register as a Democrat. Mueller is not a Republican, but when he went to work for Bush as FBI director, he just registered as a Republican. You can do that. David Brooks is a liberal, but he, just to fool people, registered as a Republican. So
yeah, I still have friends who remain on the books as registered Democrats. For one thing, it's not a dumb thing to do in New York, where if you want your vote to count, you need to vote in the Democratic primary. But also, they're just waiting for the day that someday a pollster will call. And they can say, yes, I'm a registered Democrat. These people are crazy.
Well, hey, everybody get Ann Coulter's book. It's her best book yet. Resistance is Futile. Make sure you read the book. The new column comes out tonight. Go to AnnCoulter.com. And Monday, she'll be at the Kravis Center in Palm Beach if you're down in Florida. So go see that. You can just go to the Kravis Center website and get the tickets, right?
Yes, and my webpage. I have it linked.
Oh, okay, just go to AnnCoulter.com. Get the book, the column, AnnCoulter.com, and follow her on Twitter and Facebook. Ann Coulter, thanks for being with us.
Good to talk to you, Mark Simone. Bye-bye.